Intro. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we have an exciting topic lined up for you that touches upon one of the most critical aspects of modern software development, particularly in the realm of artificial intelligence, building a robust AI workflow. If you've ever wondered how to take your AI models from the initial stages of data ingestion all the way through to production-ready deployment, you're in the right place. We will also cover how to seamlessly integrate continuous integration and continuous deployment, or CI/CD, into this workflow. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. Section 1: Understanding the AI workflow. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, it's essential to understand what an AI workflow actually entails. Generally speaking, an AI workflow is a series of steps that data scientists and engineers follow to create, validate, and deploy machine learning models. The workflow can be broken down into several key phases: data ingestion, data processing, model training, evaluation, deployment, and monitoring. Each of these phases plays a vital role in ensuring the success of your AI project. A well-defined workflow not only improves efficiency but also enhances collaboration among team members, from data scientists to engineers. Section 2: Data Ingestion. Now, let's kick things off with the first phase, data ingestion. At this stage, you gather all the raw data that you'll use for training your models. Data can come from various sources, including databases, APIs, flat files, or even streaming data. To effectively manage this phase, it's crucial to have a systematic approach. You might want to use tools like Apache Kafka, Apache NiFi, or AWS Glue for data ingestion. These platforms allow for real-time data capture and can handle various data formats. Remember that the quality of the data you ingest will significantly impact the performance of your model. Hence, consider implementing automated checks to ensure data integrity and cleanliness right from the start. This is where data validation scripts come into play, ensuring that the data you collect meets predefined quality standards. Section 3: Data Processing. Once you have ingested the data, the next step is data processing. This stage involves cleaning, transforming, and enriching your data to make it suitable for model training. Techniques like normalization, encoding categorical variables, handling missing values, and feature engineering are typically employed here. You might also consider using libraries such as Pandas and Dask in Python for data manipulation. After processing, it's critical to store the transformed data in a way that is easily accessible for model training. Data warehouses or data lakes, like Google BigQuery and Amazon S3, can be excellent options for this purpose. Additionally, document your data processing steps through pipelines. Tools like Apache Airflow or Prefect can automate and schedule these workflows, allowing for better reproducibility and scalability. Section 4: Model Training. Now, on to the exciting part, model training. In this phase, you will select your algorithms and train your models on the processed data. It's essential to select the right evaluation metrics based on the type of problem you're solving, whether it's classification, regression, or clustering. Start by splitting your dataset into training, validation, and test sets. The training set is what you will use to teach your model, while the validation set helps in fine-tuning the hyperparameters. The test set, on the other hand, will be used to evaluate the model's performance after it has been trained. For model training, you can use popular frameworks such as TensorFlow, PyTorch, or Scikit-learn, depending on your specific needs. Experiment with different architectures, hyperparameters, and techniques like cross-validation to maximize model performance. However, be cautious of overfitting. Regularization techniques and the use of validation sets can help mitigate this risk. Once satisfied with your model's performance, save it in a format suitable for deployment, such as ONNX or TensorFlow Save Model. Section 5: Model Evaluation. But wait! Before we move on to deployment, model evaluation is a crucial step that should not be overlooked. This phase ensures that the model you trained is not just accurate but robust and reliable as well. Use your test set to evaluate various performance metrics, such as accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, and AUC, depending on the problem at hand. It's also advisable to perform stress tests and adversarial testing to understand how your model behaves under various conditions. If you find that your model isn't performing as expected, don't hesitate to revisit previous phases. Maybe it's a data issue, or perhaps a different model architecture is needed. Continuous feedback loops are vital in refining your AI workflow. Section 6. Preparing for deployment. Once your model has undergone thorough evaluation and you're confident in its performance, it's time to prepare for deployment. At this stage, you need to consider how the model will be served to end users or integrated into existing applications. Containerization is a popular approach for deployment, as it allows for consistent environments across different stages. Docker is an excellent choice for this, enabling you to package your model along with its dependencies into a container that can run anywhere. You might also want to use orchestration tools like Kubernetes for managing these containers, especially if you plan to scale your application. This step ensures that your deployment can handle varying loads without crashing. Another essential aspect of this phase is creating APIs for your model. Implementing RESTful APIs using frameworks like Flask or FastAPI allows you to serve your model's predictions to client applications seamlessly. Section 7. CI/CD integration. Now that we have our model ready for deployment, let's talk about integrating continuous integration and continuous deployment, or CI/CD. CI/CD is a set of practices that enable teams to deliver code changes more frequently and reliably. In the context of AI, this means not just deploying your code but also automating the entire workflow. Start by setting up a version control system, which is often Git. This allows you to track changes in your code and collaborate effectively with your team. Next, implement CI by automating the testing of your code. Whenever a new code change is made, automated tests can run to ensure that nothing is broken. This can include unit tests, integration tests, and even model tests to validate performance metrics. Once your code passes all tests, it can be deployed automatically to a staging environment. Here, you can run further tests in a production-like environment to ensure everything is working as expected before deploying to the live environment. For deployment, consider using tools like Jenkins, CircleCI, or GitHub Actions to automate the process. These tools can help streamline the building, testing, and deploying of your models in an efficient manner. Section 8. Monitoring and maintenance. After deploying your model, one crucial phase typically overlooked is monitoring and maintenance. A model in production can behave differently due to changing data distributions, known as model drift. Setting up monitoring tools to track model performance is essential. You can use platforms like Prometheus or Grafana for real-time monitoring and dashboards. By keeping an eye on metrics such as prediction latency and accuracy, you can ensure that your model continues to perform optimally. Moreover, be prepared to retrain and update your model as new data becomes available. Automating this process can save you a lot of time and ensure that your model remains relevant and effective. Conclusion. And there you have it, folks. We've walked you through the entire AI workflow, from data ingestion to production-ready deployment, with a focus on integrating CI/CD practices at every step. Building a robust AI workflow is not just about having the right tools but also about fostering a culture of collaboration, continuous learning, and improvement. As the field of artificial intelligence continues to evolve, so should your workflows. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our future content. How have you approached building AI workflows in your projects? Share your experiences in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.